if Michigan goes 10-2, I think you just got to have some faith. Now, me personally, I'm a man of faith. It's extremely important to me, the most important thing about me, and that's exactly what I think it would take when you look at Michigan. Because for Michigan, if they go 10-2, what does that mean? They beat Ohio State. Right now, Michigan's sitting there at number 18 in these second rankings. It's a long way to go to get up to 10. It's a long way to go. So you'd have to have the faith of, listen, I can't all the way explain it. I can't necessarily walk you through all of the exact semantics of this and how this would work, but I do not see a world where the last thing the committee sees is Michigan finding a way to yet again beat the number one ranked Ohio State team with Bryce Underwood out there probably elevating a little bit. I have no idea in the world how that committee would look at that Michigan team and say, you just beat the number one team in our rankings. Sorry. No go, Michigan. No go. And this isn't me, because I feel like for all these teams, I keep saying they got a chance, they got a chance, they got a chance. You go 10-2, you got a chance in modern college football. But think about this. If Michigan does find their way to 10-2 and they do beat Ohio State, think about what would be true of them. Truth number one, the old Michigan traits are absolutely there. You're not stopping this Ohio State offense with a subpar or average or even just like good defense. You got to be on your P's and Q's. And also, I don't think that you're going to go ahead and win a shootout with Ohio State. That's the first part of this. So the old Michigan traits of really good defense, run the football, control the game, control the clock, that would be in play here if you get 10-2 Michigan. Then probably the most important part of this, you get enough from Bryce Underwood. And Cato made a great point a couple of weeks ago. We haven't really seen Bryce Underwood cut it loose yet and have that big 300-plus yard game that gets you super excited about him just launching missiles downfield and the passing attack looks super modern. But you have seen in different spurts, oh, that was kind of creative, Chip Lindsey. Oh, that was kind of a little more nuanced. We ran the football well, so we got the play-action game working there against Washington. I believe it was against Wisconsin. I want to say Bryce went for north of 250. You've seen some throws and some games from Bryce that kind of make you say, all right, I see it. I got to squint a little bit, but I can see this bigger picture starting to come together. So maybe, just maybe to Cato's point, Michigan's out there playing a little bit of possum. No, Bryce only threw for 86 yards against Michigan State. Oh, woe is us. We're, old Michigan, we're a one-trick pony. Just run the football. Hopefully Jordan Marshall and Justice Haynes stay healthy so we can beat y'all. And they get the game against Ohio State. It's Chip Lindsey, Santa style. Pulls out the bag, empties out all the toys and goodies for a Bryce Underwood, and you got McCauley downfield and maybe some other weapons step up. Maybe, just maybe that's in play, because I think it's going to have to be in play should Michigan find their way to 10-2. Again, I think it's going to take a heavy dose of faith to see the Wolverines get to 10-2 and be in the college football playoff, going from 18 up to 10. But Cato, I think it would happen for the pure point that I don't know how you leave a team that just beat your number one team in your rankings out of the playoff when they're within the teens right now. Your thoughts on the Wolverines, who you pick now to be in the college football playoff in the preseason. So flowers, carnations, all that sent your way if this happens.
Yeah, I think that obviously I'm rooting for this to happen to be right. But I think we talked about, I think Michigan's playing a little possum heading into this Ohio State game, trying to show as little as possible, just win games. I do think, though, the next 2 weeks, you want to win with some style points just to make sure you're going up in the rankings properly. So if you do beat Ohio State, it's a less drastic jump for the committee to make if you get that win, if that makes sense. Hey, USC, 2 spots up with a win over Northwestern. You're playing Northwestern this weekend. Does that bump you up 2 spots? Yeah. If you beat the brakes off of them, though, maybe we're up 4 spots. Take care of business the week after that. Maybe you get closer to sniffing that 15 range in the rankings, and all of a sudden we don't have to make some drastic jump. Because I think you and many others agree that, hey, Michigan 10-2, beating Ohio State, put them in. But if they're the 18th ranked team in the country like they are now, all of a sudden it's okay, well, we don't want to are we gonna just is that what a top ranked win does for you? If Texas A&M, say at number 3, loses to Texas and Texas already lost to Georgia, are we just going to bump them up as well? So,
good question, yeah.
Very, very interesting thing to watch. But if I was a Michigan fan, if I'm in the Michigan building, I'd want to maybe stop playing as much possum and really try to win in dominant fashion the next couple weeks. In the case that if you go and beat Ohio State, it's not some drastic jump to make. I would look for a little style points from Michigan the next 2 weeks, just given their situation and being ranked a little low for a 2-loss team. You got to pass every 2-loss team in front of you, I think, to get in that mix, and style points gets you there because you're not playing Georgia. You're not playing Alabama. So we'll see. But I don't feel as great as I did preseason, but again, a lot of teams between them in that top 10-ish range that could very well lose in the next couple weeks. So we'll see.
There's some room for some carnage for sure. Like
Yeah.
Oklahoma, we mentioned them and how dangerous they are. Like if they lose to Bama, okay, one of our losses, our head-to-heads we'd have to pass, that's out of there. USC, we mentioned Iowa and Oregon. Could USC do it? Absolutely, but those are going to be two pretty tough lifts. Michigan's just got one big max-out test day at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You got one single-rep squat, baby. You got Ohio State coming to your place. Load that bar up, see if you can get it up, and we'll see what happens from there. But potential for some carnage out there for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they definitely need some 3-loss teams, I think, to help them out and make things easier.
This is awesome. I just love that we're having this conversation. I love college football, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, huh? I guess we did.